Hey folks, welcome back. We have ticket 230 in our hunt for a jackpot. We are starting with W and a D. Third has a D. Paw has a W. Soda has a D. Any more D's or W's? I don't see any. Here's an L and a Q. Raffle and lacrosse share an L. Any Q's? Venerable and athletic share an L. Babble and lounge share an L. Is that our L's? I don't see a Q. Let's go on. Here's a U and an O. Well, if I missed a Q, the U might help us. Lacrosse has an O. Nor has an O. Noisy and project share an O. Tooth and soda share an O. Tooth has another O. Lounge has an O and a U. Is that all our O's and U's? I think so. Oh boy, there we have a Z and an I. We have an I in third. We have an I in noisy. Tier has an I. Athletic has an I. I think that's it, and I did not see a Z. There's a J and a P. Paw has a P. Now it's just missing an A. Project has a J. All right. Half thought we wouldn't find one. Project has a P. I was so distracted by the J, I almost missed that one. Pen has a P. Holy cow, 3 P's in a row. Not necessarily in a row, but it's my story. I guess we'll stick with that. I think that's all of them. Any more J's? I don't think so. All right. How about an X and an R? We have some R's. Third has an R. That's our third letter in our bonus word. Can we get all 5? Let's hope so. X and R. Raffle has an R. Lacrosse has an R. Project has an R. Nor and tier share an R. Rate has an R. No X yet. Venerable has an R. I think that's what that word is. Brave has an R. I think that's it. X's and R's. There's a C and an E. All right. Raffle has a C. Ace and lacrosse share a C. But Ace has an E. Now Ace is just missing an A. Even and lacrosse share an E. Project and even share an E. Project and athletic share a C. All right. Rate has an E. Athletic has an E. Venerable has 3 E's. All of them are by itself. All right. Pen and lounge share an E. Pen is just missing an N. Brave has an E. Babble has an E. Heck, I got so many E's I forgot. Yep, C. Maybe I didn't forget. Did I miss any C's though? I think we got all our C's and E's. That's kind of a craps pairing of letters. Y and F. Noisy has a Y. Raffle has 2 F's. Now, raffle is missing just an A. Y and F. Any more? I don't see any more. Here's an N and an H. Okay. Our 4th letter in third. Third has an H. N and H. Nor has an N. It shares with even. Nor becomes our first finished word. We like that. Noisy has an N. It is just missing an S. Pen has an N, and it becomes our second word. 2 down. Will this be 3 in a row if we can get it? I think it is. We are going for a three-peat in an H. Athletic has an H. Tooth has an H. Tooth is missing 2 T's. All right, in an H. Venerable and lounge share an N. Lounge is just missing a G. We want an A or a T. T gets us 2, A gets us these 3. How about both? Oh, tier has an E that we missed. So tier is just missing a T. Project is just missing a T. Tooth is missing a T. Third is missing a T. Oh my gosh, we want a T. All right, here we go. First bonus letter. It's an S. We want that too. That gives us a winning ticket. Lacrosse has an S. And another one that shares with noisy. Noisy becomes our third word. Nor. Noisy pen. That is a $2 winner. That makes 3 winners in a row. We like that. We don't get that very often. Soda has an S. Bass has 2 S's. That's not going to help. There's 2 letters away there. Is that all of our S's? All right, let's see if we can add to it with our B. I don't think we do. Babel has 3, shares 1 with Brave, shares 1 with Bass, and Venerable has a B. None of those are missing a B. Well, it's hard to be upset about a winner, especially our third in a row. Third would have been $10. That is $230 in the books after 2 wins before it. Let's see if we can get our 4th in a row. I don't think we've had 4 in a row on $231. Come back tomorrow and see if we can do it. Till then, bye.